Alrighty folks, Pastor Michael. So A blues, I'll skip over that other video I was going to download. It's 8:35, and I'll just go over the A blues. Now, I don't know if you mean one, there's all kinds of variations of an A blues, but that's not in the key of A major at all, although I might use some of that over the D chord. So that's typically a dominant. You mean that? I've got some tracks that are more upbeat. But I don't have the slow stuff. But the principle's the same. The other stuff's just sped up. I wrote one. If you saw it, I don't want to waste time and play something that you've already heard. But here's a Roadhouse blues in A. It says, but it's upbeat. I mean, that's all I got are boogies. And the other one that I used to do gigs with, I used to play to that one too, but the one I did in the gigs was even faster. And but the principle's the same. It's A mixolydian a lot over that blues, whether it's slow or fast. I use the minor pentatonic. But I also mix in Dorian and mixolydian modal flavor all in one swoop, creating a lick. A mixolydian's just adding a major third instead of the minor. That's the sweet stuff for me from when I do blues. Then there's also when it goes to the D chord, I use A Dorian. Or I use F sharp minor. I'll demonstrate. That's why I say that several pentatonics can be used in some settings. In blues, or the 1-4-5 progression, as it's known for, which is like an A dominant 7 to a D dominant 7 to an E 7, is typically mixolydian flavor. I just lost my train of thought. So I use over that D, I'll use A Dorian, and I'll use A mixolydian over the A chord, and I'll stay in the A minor pentatonic on the E. And I might slide to the B note while it's on the E. Do a major side of the E when it goes to the E. So there's so much in this whole thing about music, and all of it comes from the do re mi. The A mixolydian is the fifth scale block of D major, and that's the fifth block of the one we were going over. A major is E, so that's E mixolydian if you were playing in E blues, no, what key were we in? A major on the other videos. All right, so anyways, you got, it all comes from the do re mi. We were doing A major on the do re, the F sharp minor pentatonic. But there's other notes to finish up the whole scale, which opens the doors to a whole bunch of other stuff. So I don't want to get complicated. So why don't I just play one of these? I'll just do this. Maybe this track's okay to demonstrate. So this one's but on that that one he's going right from the A to the D and then back and then staying on the A for one. See, so they all vary. When you say A blues, there's a gazillion versions that are different completely, and then you got the ones that just hold on the A from the start. And so and then you also got. So for A blues, you can use A mixolydian, and that's using all the scale positions of D major. And also on the D chord in that A blues, I would use A major pentatonic or F sharp minor pentatonic over it. Well, let's see if I can do that because this one's kind of. I wonder which one that I have in here would best help me do that. I'll demonstrate it in this where I can. On the D, I went A major pentatonic, F sharp minor. And then, F sharp minor over that D in the blues. But I didn't have a riff figured out, that's why I tripped. Something like that over the D chord in an A blues. And when it's on the A chord, I do a lot of the key of E, D major. The second block of D major is E Dorian. So over the A chord, I'll do all kinds of things off the backs. I call it the back side of the A itself. I'm on the back side of it, and I'm playing all on this anything I want in the key of D major. All the scale blocks of D major over that A. That's where the A mixolydian is. It's in the D major. It's the A mixolydian. Right in that is D major. So that's what I do. I play in the yeah, I don't want to get deeper than that. It's just that's what I on the blues. I actually play like off the 4 chord of the A. In the key of A, I'm playing out of the scale blocks of D major. When it goes to the D, I'm playing out of the scale blocks of G major, but favoring the Dorian, but yet a little bit of the A major pentatonic can be used in there too. So this music gets really deep when you start talking blues and all that. To get really creative, there's 1,800 things you can go into aside from the do re mi part of it. So let's see. Went back to the A, and I'm on E Dorian, out of D major. So that's what I do. That's a whole bunch more lessons right there. And you got your A minor pentatonic, but that's how come I learned all this other stuff, because I was playing to a lot of 1-4-5s with just a minor pentatonic. I'm like, I started hating it. I mean, what else is there? So, God, who probably knows a couple things, in my heart, I should say, in my spirit said, learn the do, re, mi on the whole fretboard. You know, so there you go. Kind of an off twist of a demo for this.